I want to tell you I apologize and I'm sorry for what I'm about to say, but as far as this music stuff, I won't be doing this music stuff anymore. I started this because this was my dream, and I wanted to make sure I could get me and my kids out the hood. It's always been my passion to rap. A while ago, I had signed a contract and I didn't know nothing about the business or this game out here. And just right now, I'm realizing that I signed my soul. I sold my soul to the devil. I signed myself to the devil. I don't even own myself no more. I sold my soul to the motherfucking devil, and I done prayed. I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. And it's just like, I don't know if God can get me out of this, and it's just.
Well. I done told you already. I don't make believe. I make believers. I'm your gracious host, Drummer Boy, 1980, hailing from the Carolinas, Columbia, South Carolina to be exact. I hope you're having a good day today. If not, you know the old adage. Ask yourself why you're not having a good day. And remember this, happiness is an inside job and it will always be. And in Internal Affair with Family, we back again today with a reaction from none other than TBA, the master teacher's what I call him. You need to go check out his channel. Got some excellent content over there. And I guarantee that you will learn a lot. Now, this topic here is going to be very sensitive. Some of y'all might get a little trigger, but you should know that I don't give 2 cents by now, right? Who cares whether you get triggered? This is not for the faint-hearted. This is not for the fruit booty thong wearing boys, the soy milk boys. This is not for the feminists that just want to be on their massages trip all day. This is not for you. If you watch this, you probably go come out having a fit, a conniption. Huh? You heard me, didn't you? I say, if you watch it, you're probably going to throw a fit or have a conniption. So you might want to turn it off now. But I'm going to call your attention to the screen because this here is going to take a wild turn. So watch it to the very end. I guarantee you by the time I'm done with this, you probably going to be a believer. I told you already, I don't make believe. I make believers, all right? I'm going to call your attention to the screen.
Calling from Area Code 313. You're on live with the business. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Jason, how you doing? This is Nay. I'm calling from Detroit, Michigan.
All right, Nay from Detroit, and what is on your mind?
Okay, so now correct me if I'm wrong here, but if I'm not mistaken, I saw several clips of that video, and one in particular that I saw, she said that she would tear that you-know-what up prior to him going in for the kiss. Now, me being a woman...
Family, what she is referring to is the video that went viral the other day, right? YK Osiris and Suki Hana, Sushi with the good cooch, all right? They was at this event, right? And they played a clip that made it look terrible, which and it was terrible at first, until that I started thinking about it. And then there was a clip that came out that led up to the event. Let me show you the first clip. I'm gonna call your attention to the screen.
Oh my! Oh, she already.
Family, now you seen what happened in that clip, right? It seemed bad, which and it was bad. But now let me show you what led up to that.
I want.
Oh, yeah.
All of that.
Oh my
tattoo. It's the tattoo. I know I see. grip right there before.
Oh my God.
You seen the second clip. She was taunting him, telling him how much she'll turn him out. Now, here comes where the problem lies at. Suchi got this persona, right? That she on stage acting the fool. She's ingratiated into this thought culture. She's a degenerate by far. And to be honest with you, it's repugnant and vile. I'm literally repulsed by this woman. If you don't like it, turn it off. She have literally embraced the whore culture. And it's vile to me. It's a turnoff. 100%. It's one thing to be on stage acting the fool, challenging men, talking dirty. This woman just talk about peeing in people's mouths, farting in people's face, licking people's buttholes. Oh, so you don't believe me? Hold up.
Piss on me, piss in my mouth. Let me piss on his mouth. Let me piss in your mouth, fart in your face. I want to on top of your hair and rub it in. I like to open my legs, squat my over his face, and give me a nice little fart in.
Now, do you see what I'm talking about? She goes on the interviews, and this where the lines get blurred at. Not only is she like that on stage, but she's doing this in real life. So a person can't make the argument that she only does this whenever she performing, because she going on interviews, challenging men. And you can go to the internet, because I don't want to play too many clips because my channel will get flagged. But I just wanted to give you a tidbit to titillate your mind. I wanted to prove a point here, all right? She goes on the interviews and she challenging men. She have this real raw sexual energy about herself. So all of y'all with y'all talking points, these soy boys, these moist niggas, whenever that you rub up against a masculine man, everything gonna fall by the wayside. Because everybody that has logic can actually look at this situation and say, okay, if she like this on stage, that's one thing. That can be compartmentalized over here. But she's doing it in the real world. How do you expect men to respond to you whenever you challenging them and tell them what you would do to them? And she have did this so many times. Let me ask you a question. Could it be that Osiris just misread the room? Because she was challenging him, telling him exactly what she'll do. Did he just misread it? I'm just asking a question.
Of course, I feel like you have to reserve. You have to get that moment saying, okay, yep, she's definitely into it. You have to get that from her to know. If I was a man and a woman sitting here telling me I'm going to tear that up, that's kind of like my go-to, at least where I'm from. That's like a green light. So I don't know if I'm in the wrong here. I want your opinion because that's like a pass.
You're certainly in the wrong.
You think that,
you're certainly in the wrong if you want to trap men. That's the difference. If you want to trap somebody, you're certainly in the wrong. If you want to be rational and logical, you're absolutely in the right.
Yeah.
Which is the whole point that I was making, is that the only way you can defend her is if you literally ignore literally everything she has done before that moment. Mm-hmm. That's the only way you can defend her. Now, Jason, why didn't you bring this up before? Because you think guys like Kiss care about that? Well, it don't matter what she say now. She can say what she won't say. You're supposed to have the boundaries. Meanwhile, she's approaching you with none. That's the whole point. See? Right, and I'm glad you made that point, is because that's important. As men, we are taught to watch what we do verbally. See, this is something that females don't have to live with, and y'all should. As men, we're taught, watch what you say.
That's right.
Watch how you present yourself, because when you say something, that's taken as a threat. Mm-hmm. When you say something that's taken as a threat, you can't just talk any old kind of reckless way. Okay, but what about when a female starts talking reckless?
Right. And I know you know a lot about Detroit. You know, like, if a woman show you certain things and they say certain things, that's kind of like, you know, you giving in. So I'm like I said, I ain't trying to down her how she feel, but at the same time, like, that just kind of made me as a woman feel some type of way. Like, how are you kind of led him on in a way? You basically sitting here telling this man, like, yup, I take you and I'm gonna do this to you and I'm gonna do X, Y, Z. And then he like, well, shoot, I'm going for the kill, and I'm gonna,
let me put this in a different context.
My luck.
Let me put this in a different context. For all of the ladies out there, for some of you hard-head, brick stone-head females out there who might still be trying to defend Suki, let's put this in a different context. Let's just say that there's a black man. We'll call him, I don't know, Lamont Hill. And let's just say that all you females, every time Lamont shows up, he's talking about, if any of these men out here ever disrespect you, if any of these men out here ever try to run up on you and assault you, baby, if I was there, I'm laying them out, baby. That's the way it is. If a woman is in my presence, she is protected. And you sitting there like, oh, okay. And then next thing you know, you're at some public forum and some dude is sitting up here groping you or beating the brakes off of you, and Mark Lamont Hill is, help, somebody do something, help. Now, would you be saying, if y'all come to him later with your black eyes and, Mark, you let that man do stomp the damn Millie Rock all over me. I thought you said you protect women. And Mark says, oh, that's just my own stage persona. See, I mean, you can't hold me to that. I mean, don't do that. No, that's just how I am on stage. Now, I mean, there's a difference between on stage and the real world. See, there's a difference between Twitter and the real world. See, no females would be saying, well, you know what? He's right. And you shouldn't insist that the way he presents himself on stage or on Twitter, that he should have to live by that. No one would be saying that. All of them would be saying, if you had that kind of smoke on Twitter and you had that kind of smoke on BET, then damn it, you should have had that kind of smoke on the bricks. No one would be saying that he has a right to not follow through. They'd be like, if you said it, you should have followed through. Now, see, that's what it means for men. Well, guess what? Ladies, it's the same damn thing. Don't sit up here and verbally make it clear. It's like, there ain't no boundaries. Well, they won't believe me. Why? Because you're entertaining. No, you're a person. And it's not like you worldwide known. You're a person. The whole point right here is don't false flag.
Well, you heard what TBA had to say about it. Go check out the full video. I'm going to drop the link down below, all right? Let me take another turn. This woman got videos and stuff where she twerking on 10-year-old children, a 10-year-old boy. Right? What type of person does that strike you as? And another question for the imbeciles and the unbelievers. What point does it become sexual harassment when she talk to men? Oh, God, ain't nobody think about that. Did anybody think about that? Huh? At what point am I sitting there having an interview with Suki, with the good coochie? At what point does it become sexual harassment when she's sitting there telling me what she gonna do to me? That's why you have to come here to get the real. Somebody that have thought it through. Somebody that's non-biased. At what point, put it in the comment section, does it become sexual harassment? Do you think I, Drummer Boy, can go on an interview if I go into the Breakfast Club or go on any interview and there is a woman on there and I'm sitting there telling her exactly what I want to do? Girl, I'll tie you up and chain you up to the bed, girl, and fold your legs behind your head. Them people, the first thing gonna be out on Twitter and across the social media world is gonna be Drummer Boy 1980 harass such and such. And y'all know this. So before we examine YK Osiris, at what point does it become harassment when she do it? Because she started it, right? Did she not start it? She was telling him what she was going to do to him. He just followed through with it. It could have been mixed signals. That's called bait and switch, guys. Oh, God. Do I condone a man just walking up to a woman and just kissing? Absolutely not. That's foolish. But he didn't do that. The guy did not do that, and I'm not going to let y'all drag him. You can unsubscribe for all I care, because the truth is going to be spoken. The truth is going to be put forth. You understand? He did not start that. She was telling him what she was going to do to him. Wouldn't that be considered sexual harassment? Would that not be considered sexual harassment? See, you done came to the wrong place for the foolishness. I'm not bewildered. I'm not confused. I'm a logical thinker. I think with top-down logic. My vision is clear. It's transparent to me. No, I don't condone a guy, some random guy just going up to a woman kissing. No, but in this case, you have to think things through. She started, he took the bait, and now she's crying foul. Oh, God, I can't stand up for myself. Ladies, pick your poison now. You can't have it both ways now. Because if any man, and let me say this again, if any man was to talk like she talked to anybody at an interview, that would be considered sexual harassment. Then after she done talk like that, not only on stage, but off the stage as well. It would be one thing if that was her artwork or just whatever you want to call it. I call it just being a slut. But if that was done on stage and then she cut it off in the real world, then I would say, wow, man, he just went up to that woman like that and just grabbed that woman in the face and kissed her. No, she invited it. She was telling him, I tear you up. I do this to you. I rock your world. I give you the word. Mm-hmm. And he thought in his mind, green light. See, men understand this. Tekashi 6ix9ine thought the same thing. He was talking trash on stage and then started getting on social media, running his mouth. When somebody caught up with him, what happened? Same thing. See, men understand that. If you talking trash on stage and that is just that, okay, fine. But don't get on social media or don't go into no interview, DJ Academic. Don't go talking trash in no interviews because somebody gonna want to get you, just like DJ Academic. He start running his mouth and then when somebody catch him, oh, I was just talking. Because you're crossing over into the real world now. You understand that, don't you? So my thing is from this, take away from this, bait and switch. When somebody is so aggressive sexually, you gonna attract the creeps, the creepy crawlers, the degenerates. You gonna attract all of those people to you. So don't cry foul whenever somebody take you up on your offer now. Don't cry foul. That's what I have to say. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. Who cares? I was built before YouTube, and I'm gonna be built after YouTube. Mic drop. Guys, until next time, peace. And remember, there is more sucky now. Nasty behind.